My name is Laura Vance, and this is my evaluation plan presentation for eTech 5790. Program description. I will evaluate the effectiveness of the Achieve 3000 online informational text reading program in our 3rd through 5th grade classes. With Achieve 3000, the students receive differentiated, grade-appropriate nonfiction passages matched to the student's individual Lexile level. The students complete regular assessments aligned to grade level standards, which measure their ability to comprehend informational text. Achieve 3000 is done completely online and works on desktop computers, laptops, Chromebooks, tablets, and other mobile devices. Our 3rd through 5th grade classes will all have one-to-one Chromebooks next year. The program requires a stable online connection, which makes it challenging for some students to access at home. Teachers must allow time in the classroom for students to work on Achieve 3000 articles. Program purpose. Informational text is consistently the lowest strand for 3rd through 5th graders on state standardized testing. The administration would like to determine if Achieve 3000 is providing effective online informational text instruction or if the school should explore other online programs. I will evaluate whether consistent use of Achieve 3000 at home and school will improve informational text comprehension accuracy and writing responses on weekly comprehension tests. Also, long-term, if it increases the historically low informational text strand on state standardized tests in our 3rd through 5th grade regular and gifted education classes. Program purpose. For teachers is to determine if students are increasing comprehension of informational text on their Lexile level and to determine if students need more or different intervention than what is provided from Achieve 3000. For the reading coach, to determine if students, grade level-wise, are making sufficient progress on Tier 1 reading assessments provided within Achieve 3000 in the classroom, along with the curriculum. And for the administration, to determine if students are making progress with comprehension of informational text, to determine if LEAP test reading scores will improve with consistent use, and finally, to determine if Achieve 3000, which is paid for from the school's budget, is worth the high cost of the school or if alternate programs should be considered. Program goals and evaluating questions. Students will use the program to take at least 2 tests a week and work accurately to the best of their abilities. Are students taking the test seriously, not rushing to finish, or using websites, forums, or other cheating methods to improve test scores when not being monitored? And are students taking at least 2 tests a week? Teachers will allow students at least 90 minutes a week to work on the program in class. Will teachers allow a sufficient amount of class time to work on the program? Parents, if able, will allow students time to work on the program at home for 15 minutes a night, Monday through Thursday, as well as create a supportive home work environment. Will teachers buy in? Will parents buy into the importance of using the program with fidelity? Teachers will use the data to support classroom instruction and report the data accurately. Will teachers use the data to create small groups or guide instructions? And will teachers report accurate data to administration? Administration will encourage faculty and students to use the program faithfully. Has new faculty been trained on the program? Are program incentives in place to encourage faithful use of the program? Administration will use data provided from teachers to determine if faithful use sufficiently increases nonfiction comprehension scores. Does the program increase weekly test scores? Does the program increase the informational text strand on state standardized testing? Indicators and benchmarks. Evaluation question. Do teachers allow a sufficient amount of time, class time, to work on the program? The indicators of this would be teacher buy-in and minutes spent on the program in class, which can be monitored on the administration dashboard on Achieve 3000. And the benchmark of this should be students should work on Achieve 3000 90 minutes in class a week. Do parents allow sufficient time for students to work on the program? The indicators of this will be parent buy-in and minutes spent on the program at home, which again can be found on the teacher and administration dashboard through Achieve 3000. And students should work on Achieve 3000 at least 15 minutes a night. Are students taking enough tests a week to provide credible data? The indicators of this will be student test scores that indicate sufficient tests were taken. And the benchmark of this is students should complete at least 2 tests a week. Are students taking the test to the best of their abilities? The indicators of this will be student buy-in and the number of invalid test scores and their test scores. And the benchmark of this is students should score at least 75% accuracy on 1 test a week, and no student should have test flagged as invalid. Achieve 3000 offers a monitoring system of tests they feel were rushed to finish or cheated on, and there's a section where the teachers and parents and administration can log in and view any invalid tests and why they had the test flagged as invalid. Are teachers using data from the program to guide instruction? Indicators of this is lesson plans include differentiated instruction based on data from the program. The benchmark of this is indications of this should be included in all reading lesson plans by December. Evaluation question. Is administration offering incentives for using the program? Indicators of this are teachers and administration create incentives to encourage student use and incentive charts. And benchmarks of this is administration should finalize incentive program and indicators should be visible by the end of September. Are test scores improving within the program? Indicator of this is scores within the program improve over time. And benchmarks for this would be 80% of students should be scoring 75% or higher on at least 18 tests every grading period. Are test scores improving outside the program? The indicators of this are scores on weekly and standardized tests improve over time. And the benchmark is 70% of students should achieve mastery or higher on the informational and writing strands compared to our 60% currently. So we would like a 70% mastery. Are teachers reporting accurate data to the administration? Indicators of this are student progress reports, class progress reports, and grade level progress reports are submitted to administration. The benchmark of this is monthly progress reports from teachers to administration. Collection methods. This research will require qualitative and quantitative research collective methods. For qualitative, we'll be using narrative reports of parent and student interviews and case studies of observations. For quantitative, we'll be using correlation research to examine test score patterns and trends, and survey research of students and parents surveys. Narrative reports will involve student interviews looking for indications that students are taking the test seriously and using the program with fidelity. Narrative reports will also include parent interviews. Parent interviews will be collected and analyzed to see if parents understand the importance of using the program with fidelity. A case study will be conducted with observations, looking for incentive programs and if the incentives are properly encouraging students and teachers to use the program. Correlation research will determine how one impacts the other and what are the changes that are eventually observed in test scores. Teachers and administration can monitor growth in Lexile levels in each student, class average score with a goal of at least 75%, and a number of articles read and tests taken per week. LEAP data will be analyzed to look for growth in the informational text and writing strands, hoping to move from 60% mastery to 70 to 75% mastery. The survey research evaluation method will also determine what percentage of students are using the program and feel that regular usage will benefit their education. It will also use survey research to determine what percentage of parents are encouraging use of the program at home and school and how they feel it will impact their child's education. Timeline. To whom? Administration. The first evaluation report will be completed by the team after the end of the 2018-2019 school year. The first draft report will be presented for this first year's findings. Before the teachers arrive for the beginning of the 2020-2021 school year and after 11-month employees have reported, a draft of the final evaluation findings of the last 2 school years will be discussed in the learning laboratory. Administration will use the report to determine if significant progress was made within the program and on state standardized testing. The evaluation team will finalize the report before a meeting with the remainder of the staff. For teachers, counselors, and the site technology facilitator, before the beginning of the 2020-2021 school year, a faculty meeting will be held in the library during the teacher planning days. The evaluating committee will present the evaluation report of the effectiveness of the program. The report will include the recommendation of whether the effectiveness of the program is enough to justify the cost. Here's the timeline. Planning will begin in August of 2018, and they will re-meet to plan again in August of 2019. Data collection will go from August 13th, 2018 to May 15th, 2020. They will have a regular analysis of progress reports in October, December, March, and May, and then October, December, March, and May of 2020. Reporting of progress will happen in December of 2018, August of 2019, December of 2019, and August of 2020. Here's the budget. We are 1 year into a 3-year Achieve 3000 license for our 3rd through 5th grade capacity, which is $18,995.80. That cost includes 2 professional developments a year for staff to cover the professional development component of the program goals. The classroom incentives will have a budget of $2,600 per year. That's $650 a semester for grades 3rd through 5th. School-wide incentives like pizza party for the highest scoring class, or a prize for the teacher with the highest scoring class, is $400 for 2 years. Meeting refreshments, because we're teachers, and if you're going to have a meeting, you have to have refreshments. That's $150 for 2 years. And finally, office supplies, paper, ink, anything required for the evaluation plan, $1,000 a year, which gives us a total of $23,145.80. Thank you so much. This has been my evaluation plan. Have a good remainder of your summer.